Well, why are Walmart workers suddenly vanishing? And what is this conspiracy that the radical left keeps talking about regarding Walmart? And is there any truth to it? I've got a lot to share with you in today's broadcast regarding all of that and what is really going on. But let's start first with this article at the Daily Mail and get down to the nitty-gritty of what is happening. And Walmart staffs panic as bosses roll out mass stacking overnight, leaving stores understaffed. Now, the article goes on to state Walmart employees are saying they're losing coworkers overnight. The retailer, America's largest private employer, is complying with a sweeping Supreme Court decision that allowed the Trump administration to revoke work protections for 500,000 migrant employees. Walmart staffers are saying the company is responding with quick staffing cuts in stores, and they're worried there are not enough workers. Quote, anyone else just lose a bunch of employees to Trump's policy? A Reddit user asked in a thread dedicated to Walmart. My store just lost 10 employees who were on a work visa. Another claimed their store lost 40 staffers at a 400 work store, representing 10% of the workforce. They said remaining employees are scrambling to keep the stores running. Some said their store is turning to elderly employees to fill the gap. Most of our older floor associates are constantly asking for help. Another added, it's not really ideal. Retail experts told Daily Mail that the impact of consumers at affected stores is likely temporary and regional. Keep that point in mind. But Biden created this program called CHNV back in January of 2003. And it shielded over 534,000 Cuban, Haitians, Nicaragua, and Venezuelan migrants from deportation. And of course, until Donald Trump got into office, the program granted work permits. Recipients were legally allowed to take U.S. jobs, and officials notified their employers that the visas needed to renew at the end of this year. But in late May, the Supreme Court granted Trump's emergency request to quickly remove the Biden-era program, creating widespread uncertainty for employees and their employers. The fallout is already visible inside Walmart stores. So, in other words, they created this big mass group of people who suddenly needed jobs, threw them in the Walmart jobs, and now we have a problem, right? It goes on to state this, or this is some other articles on it. Walmart fires migrant workers after Supreme Court let Trump strip them of their legal status. Here we have another article, and this is on MSN, the Men's Journal. Walmart workers vanish overnight, with employees sounding the alarm. So there is a lot of fear and panic within the mainstream media. No surprise there. But I'm going to get into the truth of what is really going on with all of that, because quite frankly, there's a lot more to the story they're not telling you. But first, I got to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold Investments. So if you think your 401k is safe, growing, and reliable, the truth of the matter is your 401k was never designed to make you wealthy. It was built to shift risk into you. Right now, leaving your retirement exposed to Wall Street crashes, inflation, and chaos is not a good idea. And that is why many people are moving into gold, tangible gold. You see, Noble Gold Investments helps Americans roll over part of that 401k into real physical gold, tax advantaged, penalty free, and even shock proof. You can get your free wealth protection kit now by going to lisahavengold.com. That's lisahavengold.com. Fill out this information on the screen, click get it now, or email me my wealth kit, and they're going to send you a free wealth kit. Better yet, give them a call at the number on the screen, 1-877-646-5347, and let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven. And by the way, right now, with any qualified account, they are going to give away 2 5-ounce silver American, the beautiful coins there that you see on the screen, and even 1 silver American Virtue coin. So it's a 4th of July promo that they are doing. If you want more information, click the more button or click the link in the description box below. And by the way, there's always a risk to investing. There's never a guarantee. But with that, while all of this is happening in Walmart, and that's important, there's a lot of workers vanishing. It's not just Walmart in which workers are vanishing. In fact, there's another industry that workers are vanishing from, and that would be the farms. And here we have Reuters. Immigration raids leave crops unharvested. California farms are at risk. So we also have this. ICE raids on U.S. farms leaves crops rotting. Immigration enforcement operations on farms have left crops rotting and farm operations disrupted in mega agricultural states, including California, Texas, and even Pennsylvania. Farm owners and industry representatives report that 70% of the workers stopped reporting to work following ICE's actions, resulting in significant cost and financial strain. Quote, we don't have enough workforce in the U.S. to do manual work, to do those jobs that other people are not qualified to do and don't want to do, Alexandria Sasa, CEO of Farm Worker and Landscaper Advisory Project, told Newsweek. For example, we're running into a problem where we do not have enough farm workers to grow the food we need to eat every day. Now, we do not have enough workers to go to the meat packing process industry and factories to pack the food that we are eating. So we've got some issues right now currently that I think can be solved. But look, people are vanishing from Walmart. People are vanishing from the farming industry. And why? Well, it's true. It's because of Donald Trump's immigration policy and the cracking down on these illegal immigrations and reversing some of the policies of the Biden administration. And here's my response to that. The left is freaking out, and I am not going to stand with them. Right now, the left is being very radical. I want you to really hone in on what I'm saying here. The left is out there saying, oh, we're losing all this workforce, prices are going to go up, and everybody's going to, nobody wants to do these jobs, and yada, yada. First of all, the fact that the leftists are saying the only people that can do those lower level jobs are illegal immigrants is BS, and it's downright freaking racist. So forget about it. I am definitely not standing on the side of actual racism when you're telling me that the only people that can do the bad jobs are illegal immigrants. For the record, I used to work in a bowling alley picking up pins, and there was no machine. The ball could have hit my face at any time. Not the most beautiful job on the planet, but kids and young people who are looking for work are willing to do those jobs. I used to clean bathrooms at restaurants on the whole 9 yards. Pretty nasty stuff, right? But hey, I cleaned them at home. The truth is, there are people willing to do the job. We might have to pay them a little more, and I'm okay with that. I get that some of our prices are going to go up. It is wrong for people in these industries who are taking advantage of these illegal immigrants and saying, hey, we're just going to pay you crap pay because we can. Reminds me of stuff back in the day. You see, the Democrats, it was the Republicans who got rid of slavery. Let's just be frank here. It wasn't the Democrats. The Democrats were out there screaming years ago under slavery, well, who's going to pick the cotton? And they were totally not with the Republicans to free the slaves. Thank God the Democrats didn't proceed. But it's a similar vein that they're doing today. Who's going to pick the crops? Who's going to work at Walmart? Who's going to do the janitorial? It's very racist. I don't want these people doing the crap jobs. I want them to come to the United States of America and have all the benefits that we, the American people, have, but do it the right way. And that is why there is a right way versus the wrong way. The Democrats are seizing up this opportunity and using these people, treating them like crap, giving them free stuff, all these free handouts. And you know what happens to people who get free handouts? I'm going to tell you this because look, I was very poor when I was growing up. And no, that's not a lie. Unlike AOC, who was saying she was from the Bronx when she was from this really rich neighborhood. No, I actually come from a really poor home in the Austin and surrounding areas. Anyway, right, I had so many friends who relied on forms of welfare. And the way that it works is once you make a certain amount, they take away your welfare. And what does that do? It keeps everybody in the welfare system. It's the same thing with what is going on with these illegal immigrants. They're getting all these freaking handouts and it's all given to them for free. But hey, you know, just a little bit of work to keep you at the bottom. It is creating slave labor. That is the way that I view it. And it's disgusting to my stomach. So those liberals that are on air right now saying, oh my God, what's going on? People are getting deported and the whole 9 yards. It makes me sick to my stomach. And I love to hear here's one more prediction I'm going to make. with regard to this. And I want to hear your comments on this. Got to comment below. Please comment below. I do believe that give it a couple years, say 4 or 5, who knows, maybe less than that year, the Democrats are going to be like, hey, you know, those illegal immigrants were doing the crap job, so we need to now give them reparations because we mistreated them back then for those crap jobs. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody please tell me I'm wrong. I can absolutely see the Democrats in the future asking for reparations for illegal immigrants. Right? Somebody, please tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to hear it. But anyway, with all of that, there is a lot of things that are going down with Donald Trump, and we're making some headway regarding all of that. Take a look at this. This is on the Pundit, Gateway Pundit. Denaturalization crackdown. Trump DOJ unleashes sweeping new policy to revoke citizenship of naturalized Americans convicted of serious crime. There's Democrats right now who are like, no, we can't let that happen. We're talking about gang members, people who hurt children, war criminals, those who are doing atrocious acts. And you want to keep these people in our country. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's kind of the same forte that the Democrats have always been doing. And by the way, there's this conspiracy going on regarding alligator Alcatraz and the left. This is your typical illegal alien deportation camp. And we've got pictures here that you can see in this article. Even Donald Trump's got some pictures there he's taken in the background, the cages. But let me be quite frank with you. There's no conspiracy that people are being rounded up like the left is saying and being put into camps. The truth of the matter is Obama did the exact same thing. The only fact and conspiracy that is now a fact about these facilities is the fact that they have been doing the same, that it's all the same thing. It's the same thing that happened under the Biden Freudian slip, Biden administration as it is under Trump when they were all deporting. These things exist all over. And quite frankly, one conspiracy that is a fact about Walmart is they under the Obama administration, they were turning Walmarts into camps to house illegal aliens. That's a fact. It's not a conspiracy. So you guys on the far left, why don't you go back to Obama? I actually put out, and I think I closed the article on it. I did an article under the Obama administration about that very fact, showed pictures, photos. They actually kept Republican senators out of there. But needless to say, that is not what is going on here. They're actually using a facility that they created. But either way, if we've got a mass influx of people, what are we going to do with them? Where are we going to put them? Should we just let them go, right? Like the Biden administration did? I guess we saw how good that worked. But either way, there are people vanishing from the workforce. But with all of that, speaking of the radical left, they are still doing things like this. This is on Eyewitness 7 News and ABC. Protesters have shut down a street bridge in LA. Let me refresh this so you can kind of see some of the footage there. You can see some of the protesters they're out there actually shutting down the bridge. And this is mere stupidity. What on earth, what good is that going to do to shut down a bridge if you're standing against ice? Makes no sense unless you just want to make chaos. But speaking of, I want to encourage you to do one thing before I head out of this broadcast. Number one, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that like button and share the video with everybody. Number two is this. And it's really scary. This was published by Homeland Security just recently. Our brave ICE law enforcement officers are now facing nearly a 700% increase on assaults. A 700% increase. That is what the left has caused. And obviously it's on purpose. Please keep them in your prayers. It's chilling what these men and women are having to go through out there to accomplish something that happened under other presidents forever. But now they've got a 700% increase. I understand now why they're covering their faces, and it has nothing to do with, what Democrat and liberals were doing years ago. Completely different. But anyway, with all of that, I wanted to share this video with you. As a quick reminder, please sign up for restrictedrepublic.com. I have got some amazing intel on there, but I want to encourage you to join thousands of others who have already joined. And right now you can join for $5 per month. Penny, it amounts to change per day. Use the coupon code Lisa and the number 5 to get advantage of that. It comes with a 14-day free trial, but we post all the YouTube videos out there without commercials. And we also post exclusive content that we are not posting anywhere else. Lots of inside information that you're going to want to hear about there on our platform. But with all of that, if you want more information, it's in the description box below. I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.